And across the ocean, President Trump continuing his Asia tour, meeting with Japan's new prime minister. The two leaders pledging a golden age of alliance and securing a critical minerals deal. The commander-in-chief also taking time to address U.S. troops on board the USS George Washington.
And unlike past administrations, we will not be politically correct. You don't mind that, do you? When it comes to defending the United States, we're no longer politically correct. We're going to defend our country any way we have to, and that's usually not the politically correct way. From now on, if we're in a war, we're going to win the war. We're going to win it like nobody ever before. You know, we'd go in, we'd blast the hell out of countries. Shouldn't have gone in. They used to say, to the victor belong the spoils. Well, we'd be the victor that would leave, because we had people that didn't know what the hell they were doing. As Commander-in-Chief, I never forget that our ultimate strength does not come from equipment. It comes from the men and women of the rank and file. That's true. It comes from you people, incredible people, good-looking people.
And Jacqui Heinrich live in Tokyo. Hi, Jacqui.
Good morning to you guys. President Trump has a new friend in Japan's first female prime minister, Sanae Takaishi, who was just elected, came into office about a week ago. She's conservative, a protege of President Trump's friend, the former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, and she not only wooed President Trump with a lot of personal gestures, but she also followed through on a deal that was struck by her predecessor this past summer to invest $550 billion in the U.S. That's equivalent to a tenth of Japan's economy. That investment, despite its debt, in exchange for a lower tariff rate of 15%. Both sides, though, appeared very pleased when the first $490 billion was announced this morning.
We had a phenomenal day here in Japan with a momentous trade deal. We made a big, beautiful trade deal for both countries. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, I think Japan also had their best stock market day ever. So your new prime minister is doing very well.
Japan and the U.S. also agreed to ramp up mining and production of rare earth minerals, all the more critical in light of China's near monopoly on that industry and its threat to throttle the entire world's tech transactions with aggressive export controls. And Japan will increase defense spending, heeding President Trump's call, and deepening defense cooperation with the U.S. as China looms over this region.
The cherished alliance between the United States and Japan is one of the most remarkable relationships in the entire world. Really, there's never been anything like it. Born out of the ashes of a terrible war, our bond has grown over 8 decades into the beautiful friendship that we have. It's a foundation of peace and security in the Pacific.
Rallying the troops aboard the USS George Washington, the president said in another tacit message to Xi Jinping, the first batch of missiles for Japan's F-35s will arrive next week ahead of schedule. Trump is expected to meet Xi on his next stop in South Korea after the two sides agreed to halt China's rare earth export controls for a year, averting Trump's 100% additional terror threat that was set for next week. The president also wants China to stop buying Russian oil and resume buying American soybeans. He also said he would possibly extend his trip if North Korea's Kim Jong-un wants to meet. Dana.
Okay, keep us posted, Jacqui. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.